Well, now to the verdict for Elizabeth Holmes. The tech entrepreneur who was once a billionaire is now a convicted criminal facing years of prison time, found guilty on 4 counts of defrauding investors in her blood testing company Theranos. The jury spent 7 days deliberating and also found Holmes not guilty on 4 charges concerning defrauding patients, and on 3 additional counts there was no verdict as the jury deadlocked. Legal expert Dan Abrams breaks this case down for us as we get his take on this mixed verdict. Take a listen.
Well, look, I think that this jury clearly deliberated very carefully here over 7 days, and the verdict kind of makes sense in the sense that they're saying, we believe she defrauded investors. We weren't convinced that she defrauded patients. But look, in the end here, this is a win for prosecutors. You can say, oh, well, there were 4 counts she wasn't convicted on, and there were these 3 counts where they were hung. But in the end, there were 4 guilty verdicts here, which I think is clearly a loss for Elizabeth Holmes and something that the prosecutors are probably quite pleased about. Well, look, there's a wide range here. There are these federal sentencing guidelines out there, but they're just guidelines, right? At this point, they're not mandatory. So you're going to see each side make arguments. The defense is going to say she should serve no time. The prosecutors are going to say significant time. You're talking about up to 20 years on each count as the possibility. I don't think anyone thinks she's going to serve 20 years. I think that the more reasonable range is somewhere in the 3 to 10-year range, for example. But remember, in the sentencing phase of this, she can now make arguments that may not have been persuasive to the jury. She says she was abused, for example. That's something where she could say to the judge, or lawyers could say, that should be taken into consideration when deciding how much time she should serve behind bars.
This is 6 News Now.